Hello and welcome back to Fair Weather Trains. One thing I like to do when we go to train fairs is as it starts to wind down a bit and gets a bit less busy, we have another wander around and have a look under the stands, because quite often they'll have boxes of, could be broken stuff or stuff they haven't put out because it doesn't look as good or as nice as what they've already got on display. Just call them rummage boxes really. Quite often they're just full of things like bits of broken station or some old track or busted wagons, but occasionally turns up a couple of gems. So from this previous train fair we went to, I've got two examples here that we unearthed by rummaging on, or underneath really, one person's stand. So I'll show you the first one. So this is another old Rivarossi electric loco. The box is a bit naff, you can see the plastic's gone. And that's all it says on the box, number 45. Locomotive electric, 12 volt Rivarossi, and from Italy, made in Italy. So at the moment I don't know much about this at all, although I suspect it must be about the same age as one I featured in a video recently, which is just coming around now actually. That one, pretty similar to that. It's not the same, of course, it's pretty similar. So I think we'll get these out and see how they go. If it runs as well as that other blue one, it'll be an absolute winner. So as I say, the plastic's disappeared off the box. But other than that, the box is in okay condition, I think. Yeah, this one does have a, apart from being very difficult to get out of the box, it does have a buffer missing, but I discovered that in the box. So I have got that, I've just not stuck it back on. And also it doesn't want to come out. There we go, got it. So let's have a look at this one. The only thing I can assume about this one is this is some sort of class number 116. I can't read the rest of the writing on this screen. You may be able to on the big screen. That's what it's got, that's what it says on the side. You see the plastic's a little bit marked in places. That may clean off. It's got glazing in the portholes. Don't know if this one works off pantographs, we'll have a look in a minute, but they are metal, so possibly they do. There we go. Yeah, 116. Looks like it's got lights. It's got some semblance of moulded in wipers and those round bits on the windows. I do like the sort of bolted metal surrounds of the windows. That's pretty good. A couple of horns up the top. Paintwork looks pretty good. It's pretty straight. It all seems to be there and complete. Good detailed bogies again, like the previous one. Across the top, so there's two metal pantographs. Nice sort of fan come grill effect there. The other end is pretty much exactly the same. And a bit of separation between the silver bit on the roof and the blue. in there. I think it should say, yeah, made in Italy, and I can't read it properly, but I think it says Rivarossi, made in Italy. I haven't seen a switch for pantograph operation yet, but can't see it at the moment. It's got one traction tyre. Oh, and one missing. Should be one there as well by the looks of it. None on the back. Yeah, just the front bogies driven. You can see it's got a buffer missing. As I say, but I have got that. It was loose in the box. It might have got broke in the car on the way home or whatever. So I think that's quite a nice looking thing. Not so much springiness left in that pantograph, but it does stay up. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. If it runs as well as the other blue one, it'd be a great find. Right, we'll get this on the track and we'll just give it a quick test backwards and forwards before we put it on the main line and see how it goes. Right, I'll stop the other two so we can have a proper listen to this one. Let's see if it'll even move, shall we? Oh yeah. See the lights working just, I think. Don't think they're directional lights though. Well, not a lot of problems with that, is there? That's quite nice. I like that one. I'll get that on the main track and you can see if we can pull something around with it. So I've got that down. I've hooked it up to some Electra Trend wagons, which might be a bit cruel on it because they're all nice and heavy. But it should pull them, shouldn't it? And we'll see how it goes. I think that looks pretty good, and it's obviously the same livery as the other Rivarossi, which is coming around again at the moment, which is this one, which I think I've already shown anyway. So presumably they're from the same time span as well. Nearly lost the camera there. So let's see if it'll pull these. I'm sure it will. Yeah, no problem. See if we catch the lights. Not really, but it is very sunny here today. Yeah, it runs really nicely and smooth and pretty quiet. What about the crossing? Very slight stuttery at that speed. So I'll leave that one running around while we have a look at the other Rummage find from the other weekend. And this was in the same box as the Rivarossi under his desk. I'm just came in this. So it's been sort of, someone's boxed it up. So it's just a plain cardboard box. And inside we have this beastie. Now this is a Marklin, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Marklin. Not one I've ever seen before, but I only have one other Marklin engine. I have no others. So I don't know anything about Marklin. I don't even know what type or what class of engine this is. Obviously there's no paperwork, although that does look, no, I was going to say it looks like it's the right polystyrene in tray, but I don't think it is. And interestingly, it's in the, what's it called, photographic grey. So let's see if I can get this one out. There we go. Just get rid of the box. I'm just going to check in the bottom there isn't instructions tucked in there. No, there isn't. So yeah, this has got the tender connected directly to the loco. This is a heavy loco as well. And it is loco drive, as you can see, all the gears and what have you in there. Yeah, this is very heavy because all the body is metal. I think the smoke deflectors are plastic. It's got decently fine running gear. Lots of nice moulded details on there, as you can see. And as I say, the tender is permanently connected with wires and a drawbar. Decent looking coal load, including it spilling through there. All seems to be complete and in good condition. I don't know if it's got, looks like it's got lights. It's got lamps anyway. It's also got a newer sort of multi-coupling there on the back. And the front's definitely got some semblance of lights. I suspect it must have lights. Metal buffers. Not sprung, of course. Right, let me just get hold of that and we'll have a bit of a better look. These tender connected ones are always more of a pain in the arse to have a look at like this. But just have a quick run along the end, along the sides. It's got the usual red painted running gear and wheels, which are metal, and the inserts are metal. There's a lot of nice moulded pieces here. Quite intricate pipe work as well. And we move along to the tender, which is plain sided, as you can see. There is some detailing in the cab but not painted. Some vents on the top of the cab roof there. Some handles and all that jazz. Have a better look at the back. Yeah, it's got lamps. They look like they might work. They look like proper glass. And we come around to the front. It's got swap hands. Yeah, it's got lamps as well at the front. And it also looks like a NEM socket, look. Which suggests to me this isn't an ancient Marklin at all. Maybe it's a relatively new one. Let's just have a quick look on the bottom. So you can see there with these pickups, but there's pickup from the tender which is fed to the Loco, which is where the motor is. But that, to me, this is the first time I've looked at this close up, makes me think this was a 3-rail model that someone's converted. I did see this briefly run. The guy did, when I was looking at it, he did briefly, very briefly. He only had about 2 foot of track, just show me that it worked. But I reckon that's been converted from a 3-rail. Unless that's how they used to do it, but it seems a bit, I mean, I'm sure it works fine, but it looks a little bit Heath Robinson-y, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely. Look, NEM's on the back, so it can't be a really old model. But the wheels look a bit dirty. I don't know if they're dirt or it's just where they're tarnished. Yeah, plenty of metal gears, so it's probably going to be a noisy bugger. And moving along to the front, yeah, there's definitely a NEM socket there. Traction tyres, yes, 2. Well, 1 there anyway. I'm not sure about this side. Yeah, there's 1 there as well, just different colour. Yeah, I don't know whether that's dirt or tarnish, but we'll find out when we give it a spin. Yeah, so this is only my 2nd ever Marklin engine. The other one I've got is old. It's an ancient one. Can we see it there, Marklin? Oh, it's upside down, but yeah, Marklin, made in Germany. All I can say about this is if anybody knows what model this is or just what class it is, I'd love to know. I'd like to know a bit about the engines I've got, and just not just have some random thing chugging around or anything like age or anything where I might be able to look it up. The tender, the drawbar there, it seems a bit on the stiff side, you know, as if it would maybe enough to derail something as it went round bends, but I don't know yet. So as I say, it looks like there's only pickup from there, no pickup here. I guess it could pick up from this side. Well, what we've got to do is stick it on the track and see how it goes, but this looks pretty good. It's heavy, so yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll actually stick it on the balance first and see what it weighs. So there we go, Loco and tender weighs 517 grams. There's certainly plenty of metal on this one. So the Marklin's down on the sidings. Give it a test on the duet first. Rivarossi's still going absolutely fine. Yeah, so's his mate up the top. Anyway, if this isn't noisy, I'll be absolutely stunned. Right, let's go. Could be a bit of noise there, I think. Yeah, it's got that old, one of those metal gears making a bit of a racket. Let's see if we can see the lighting. I'll give it a bit of stick. Yeah, I don't know if it's showing up, but I think the front one's working at least. Seems pretty good to me. I think what we're going to have to do is stop the one that's coming round now and see if the Marklin can tuck them Flashman Coaches round. I'm sure it will be able to. Stop the other Locos running so we can fully enjoy the symphony of gears that comes from this Marklin. I've got an old Pico BR1. He's full of metal gears, and that sounds just like this. It never did quieten down. But I will give this a drop of oil and a bit of grease, because I don't suppose it's had any for a long time. But with all that metal, it's unlikely to quieten down much, isn't it? It's picking up speed now as well. So it's obviously one of them that needs to warm up a bit. So we're getting hooked up to the coaches and we'll see how he gets on with them. Right, I've got it hooked up to the Flashman Coaches. I had to change out the coupling because the one that was on there was a bit physically challenged, shall we say. That's the beauty of NEM though. Just picked up another one, stuck it in, lovely. Right, let's see how he gets on with these coaches. I'm sure these things could probably pull an ox, to be honest, but got to try them. It's running rather well and getting better. This Rivarossi's a good one too. Those Flashman Coaches are brilliant. I think we got 5 of them for 24 quid. They're all lit, although you won't see it. They're an absolute bargain then. Don't know if you can make out the lights on that, but they are working. Get the 2 of them together. Well, just out of curiosity, if you're interested, I'll take the top off so you can see inside. You see the bulb here with the contact with the top of the body, and then interesting looking motor. I'm not sure what that blue plastic is, but it does have a magnet in there. Yeah, it's probably interesting to have a look. I'll just turn it round and see the other side. I'm going to take the tender top off because although it looks like it clips on, it doesn't look like it comes off very easy. I don't want to break anything. There you can see the motor from this side. The wires come in and the light at the front. Let's have a look at the body. place. Right, there we go. That's the one screw that holds it on, which goes through the base there. This is all metal. I don't know if there's any makers' names or anything in here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is all metal. Set the light channel, obviously. That's not. There's no engine number on there for me to work out what this is, which is a bit of a shame. So the smoke deflectors are actually plastic. Nothing down the chimney. But this is all metal of some sort. Really nice moulding on there. The glazing's a bit loose, I see. I think that's just another pop-in thing. I'll deal with that. Yeah, the glazing's just popped out a bit. Nice detail on there, sadly not painted. Let's turn it round. Have a look across the top. Yeah, I think everything there except the glazing is metal. There's a nice little piece like along here. Yes, really rather nice, I think. Let's get it back together. While I've got it in the cradle, I thought we'd just have another look on the underside. I think there it says Marklin. Made in Germany. Yeah, the wheels do look quite dirty. Yeah, I may be able to, although it might be tarnished, I think, as I said before. I will give them a go. And there's the drawbar. This might benefit from a little bit of grease to keep that moving. And these slightly Heath Robinson looking pickups. I reckon that was 3-rail, and I reckon it ran between them two bogies there. Just a guess really, I don't actually know. And as you can see, it looks like the tender top does just clip off. But I'm not going to do that now in case I break something. Yeah, just thought we'd have a quick look properly on the underside. So we'll bring these two in for a final look. There's the big old Marklin, class unknown at the moment. And the Rivarossi 1116. I don't know if that's the proper name, but I'll be able to look that up on the excellent Rivarossi Memories website. So I started this video by talking about rummaging at toy fairs. And that's where these two came from, both from the same dealer who had a box of, or 2 or 3 boxes actually, of general old wagons and stuff under his desk. And we had a bit of a rummage through, pulled out what's in that box, which being the brown one, which the Marklin was in. Oh, there's a Rivarossi, let's pull them out. So we got them out, finished rummaging, stood up, said to the guy, well, what do you want for these two? So he didn't appear to have prices on. And he said, oh, what's in that brown box? So I showed him it. He said, oh, give us 50 quid for the two. Thank you very much, so I did. And then when we got home, and I originally had a look, you know, took them out of the boxes and just to have a quick look, didn't even give them a run. With the, out of the Marklin box, fell this. So I think that was pretty much a good deal for them too, 50 quid for them too. What I want to know is a bit more about the Marklin one, because, you know, whatever engines I've got, I like to know something about them, approximate age or whatever would be really nice to know, or class number, anything like that. So there you go, just a video on the advantages of, if you go to a train fair, make sure you have a walk around when it's died off a bit and check under their tables, because they do sometimes put boxes of crap under there, and you may well find something good. I've got Bibby line here as well, which I got a couple of years ago. That was from a Rummage box. I found it. I was rummaging through looking at some old wagons. It wasn't in its original box. Pulled that out, had a look. Oh, that looks nice. Seems okay. Asked the girl how much. Oh, give us 20 quid. I got it home and it runs perfectly. And that was Bibby line. So yeah, that was a beauty. So it's worth doing. There's some others like that, but it's generally been some coaches and stuff that we found. But yeah, always have a rummage, just my tip. Except don't do it at the train fairs I'm at, because you might get there before me. So anyway, any information on either of these would be nice. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.